Hi everyone, welcome to Ask Nehru Angular tutorial series. In this video, we are going to perform CRUD operations. CRUD operations both in front end as well as the back end. So in the first part of the video, we are going to cover how to set up the backend environment and perform CRUD operations using Postman. Once the API is ready, then we will integrate it with the front end. In our case, it is Angular, and then we will perform CRUD operations using Angular. So what we need to have? First of all, we should set the backend, and in the backend, what we need? We need Java Development Kit, that is JDK, okay, version 8 or above it, and build tool. I'm using Maven. You can use your choice, Maven or Gradle. And IDE, there are multiple IDEs are available, but I use IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, you can choose Eclipse or Spring Toolset, and you can use. We need Postman to test our API endpoints, and also we need database. You can choose any of your database, but I use MySQL here. So once these are ready, you install everything, because I'm not going to show you how to install all these things. It's very easy, guys. You go to the website and install everything, and then these are the 9 steps I'm going to follow while creating the backend. A Spring initializer to create project. These are the steps, guys. Okay, as you see in the screen. Okay, and create entity class, repository, and I'm going to JDBC with the application.properties and also DTO. So what is the DTO? The data transfer object, and also service interface, service implementations, controller, testing or API with Postman. These are the 9 steps I'm going to follow. In the front end, I already had a video on how to create a form group, okay, and also do validations, and how to print the typed value in the console. Okay, so till then I made a video. I request you to watch the channel. So these are the video series, but last 2 Angular, the playlist, last 1, 2, 3, 3 things are dealing with form groups, reactive forms. Okay, so better you refer this. Okay, once it is ready, then we will move to create a table to display data, and the table itself we will have a edit and create delete the datas, and also we will have a create button to create a new data. Okay, these things we are going to perform. This is going to be CRUD operations both in front end and back end. Now let's move to our implementations. So go to the start.spring.io. that's a website where you can create the boilerplate code. Here we have a set of the project. I choose Maven project. By default it is Gradle, so you choose Maven. If you are favorable with the Gradle, you can go that as well. And language is Java, and Spring Boot 3.4.0, that's a default, so I just keep it as it is. And the group I will keep it is example, but I am going to say and Ask Nehru. Artifact, that's a project name. That also I create Ask Nehru. So that's my name. You can choose, you keep your name. And description, demo project for Spring Boot. I can say demo CRUD project for Spring Boot. Okay, the packaging is jar, and by default it is 17, but I choose 21. That's LTE. The dependencies, we should add these 4 dependencies: Spring Web and Spring Data JPA, MySQL driver, and Lompoc. These 4 dependencies are needed to perform the operations so smoothly. Otherwise we have to do everything manually. Better let the Spring Boot take care of these things through the dependencies. Okay, and once everything is imported, then generate the project, and it is in the folder Ask Nehru. I go here. Okay, in the download it is there. I just cut it from here and go to my folder, D folder. I go to my tutorials where I have multiple projects, and I paste it. Okay, that's Ask Nehru, and I extract the file now. Once I do extract, so this comes and we will extract. So guys, it is extracted. Now we will open our IntelliJ, and there we will open this one. Okay, I go to IntelliJ, and already there is one application, but now I go to file menu, and here we will have an open option. So I click the open option, and in the D folder the tutorials, we will have Osneru. Okay, so within the Osneru, we will have this Osneru. This is the project name. I choose this and say OK, and it is asking trust project. Yes, trust the project, and we say this window. No, new window. I click. Okay, guys, new window has been created. Okay, guys, we successfully opened it, and now I expand the source folder within the project, and again there is a main folder. I open that as well, and again we have Java folder and open that as well. Then here we have CRUD Osneru, the package we have. So within the package we have a class. So this is the primary class, guys. From here our project, I mean our Spring Boot application runs. You can see, guys, the annotation Spring Boot application. Okay, this indicates that this is the starting point, and we have one project. We will have only one main method. Okay, this is the initial point. Okay, that's great, guys. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a entity class. Okay, for that, so above here I right click and new and Java class. Here what I'm going to do, I'm going to name it. What name I can give? I can give any name, but generally we are going to create a CRUD operation with the comment. Therefore I do comment entity. First of all, entity I create entities, because we are going to have multiple entities in the entity package. Entities dot, and what we can give here, we can give comment entity, and I enter it. Okay, guys, so here new folder is created, but in Spring Boot we call is not a folder but as a package. Okay, then we opened it. So we have successfully created a class. What is this? This is the entity class, guys, and in the entity class we should annotate with entity. Only then it will be an entity class. We can say entity class. Now it is entity class, and I import Lombok, I mean data, because this will handle getter and setter, and I will have a table to show that the table name which we are going to create in our database. Okay, table and name, and what's the name of the table? Name of the table can be comment db. Okay, comment db. Okay, guys, and here we will say constructors, I mean all are constructor and no are constructors. And here we will create an ID. Okay, this from JPA. This indicates that this is going to be the primary key, and at generated value and strategy will be generated type identity. Okay, then here we will have private long, it's a data type, and ID. Okay, this is to create the primary ID, guys. This will automatically generate in the database. Okay, then we will have columns. Okay, column, and what column we can give? We can give private string username. Okay, and column private string comment, and column private, these are going to be the column name, guys, in the database. Okay, and ID is a comment we have given, and what we can give, phone number. Okay, so phone number also we can give in the string only, no problem. And we will give terms, whether he accepts the term or not. Okay, and that can be a boolean value of terms. Okay, guys, so we have successfully created an entity class. So once we created the entity class, we will create a repository interface. Okay, where we will use this so that it will be deal with our backend. So I go here again on the project and create new Java interface. Actually, we go here, but it will give multiple options. Class we can create, interface we can create, enum we can create. Okay. Now what I do, I create a repository. The name of the repository is comment repository. Comment repository. Comment repository, and the repository is interface. Okay. And here we should annotate it with repository. And here we should extend the JPA repository. Okay. And here we should import our entity. What is that? Common entity. And also the primary key is long. The primary key is data type is long. Okay, where is that? Here we have here, yes, long. So that's what we should give here, the repository. That's all guys, we have successfully created a repository as well. Guys, once we created the JPA repository, the next step we should configure in our resources application.properties. Currently we have the application names, but we should have some additional information, that is our database informations. What is database username and what is database password and which local host it is running on. That information we need. For that, I open MySQL database which I have installed in my local system. So this is my MySQL workbench. When you install and create, you will find like this. So what I do, I create a new connection here with the plus icon, MySQL connections, new connections. And I give the connection name. Let the connection name be feedback, because comments means ultimately the user gives some kind of feedback. So I do feedback. Okay. Feedback is the name of the connection. And the port name is 3306, which we are going to use it. And the username is root, which I kept it for now. And we will have password. I set the password. I will show you the password as well. And we do test connections. So once you give the test connection, it will say successfully made the MySQL connections. If you find any issues while creating this, you just comment. Then I will describe in the comment. I will reply you. Okay, I say okay and say okay here again. So we have successfully created a new connections. I double click on this so that our schemas are ready now. So there are already some two database are there, but I am not going to disturb this. I am going to create a new DB. So to create a new DB, there is a command create database. This is the SQL command, guys. Create DB. The name of the database is going to be feedback. Feedback, but any name you can give as you wish. Okay. And control enter. A new DB is created successfully. But it's not reflecting here. Don't worry, guys. There is a refresh icon here. If you do refresh, feedback comes here. And expand it, there is a table folder, but within the table we do have nothing. But we will create a table not using this simple SQL query, but we will take care by using the Spring Boot. Spring Boot will create the table and we will manipulate the data using Spring Boot itself. Okay. Guys, now I go back to my Spring Boot application. Okay. Here, there are set of commands, set of configuration lines. Okay, so here I will paste some set of configurations and then I will edit it. Okay, here guys, I simply paste here, and here you see, guys, actually I already had an application, so I just copied it and pasted it. And you see, guys, this is not going to be changed, only right side we are going to change. So Spring data source URL, this is the connectivity with the database. So this is the JDBC is the driver name, I mean Java database connectivity driver, and it will connect with MySQL. Okay, this is a MySQL driver, and the localhost 3306, which we have seen in our application. So that we have given and the project name we will give. What's the project name? I mean the DB name. DB name is feedback, right? Feedback. And if you have doubt, we go here and see here, and we can copy from here also. Copy name, and so that your typo error won't come here. Okay, I paste it. It quotes, but quotes should be removed. Okay, and the username is root and password is, in my case, I keep HARE at 123, hare at 123. And this is actually JPA Hibernate DDL auto is update. So there are many things guide: create, drop, none, validate. But I want to keep the data, and as I add the data, it has to update. Therefore, I keep update here. And I want to show the SQL query which we make, with the Spring Boot make in the logs. Therefore, I want to see them. Therefore, I give true. If you give false, then SQL query won't be shown in our logs. Okay, and these things, SQL dialect you can give, and these are all things just give, guys, because it will take time if I explain each and every thing. Okay, if you need this, you can copy it. If you need this, you ask me, then I will send you, and otherwise you can directly type here, type in your code as you like. Okay guys, now our basic setup is ready. Okay, I save everything now. I save everything using save all. Shortcut key is Control S in Windows. Okay, now I want to run the application now, but now it is grayed out. Where I go? I go to Ask Nero application. So as soon as you come, you see here it is enabled. Okay, you can run it from here, or you can run it from here as well. Okay, now I run it from the top. Now it is asking some Lombok, guys, Lombok options, but now I want to move this to top, because you see guys, two options. I just give enable annotations and enable annotation processing. Okay, let it annotate, guys. Guys, it is successfully running, guys. Okay, so how do I know that it is successfully run? You see guys, some SQL command, okay, says create table. Here you see create table. The table name is comment_db, and it has created the SQL, guys. You see varchar 255, phone number, and terms is bit. Okay, username is varchar, and primary key is id. So everything is created with the proper SQL command. Now let's see the result, guys, in the DB. Okay, I go to DB now. Where is DB? Okay, here DB is there and table is there. Now nothing is there, but I can refresh. If I refresh all, you see guys, within the table we have comment DB. We have successfully created it. Okay, now let's see, is there any value in it? Okay, for that we can handle two different ways. One is right click, select rows, limit 1000. This also we can give. Otherwise you can give the command, guys. See, select star from feedback dot comment underscore db. Okay, so this is the table name. So actually I have given table name as db. Okay, but anyway, this is a database. You see guys, the result grid, id is created, comment is created, phone number is created, phone is created, terms is created, and username is created. Okay guys, so we successfully created this. This is actually one part, guys. So we have to deal with some other part as well. As a next step, we will create a DTO in our project. So for that, I go here and create a new class. The name of the class is comment DTO. But before that, the package name is DTO and comment DTO. So I have created the class. So what should I have to do now? So I will keep the entity side by side, split right. I simply going to copy this, guys. So here I will give at data, that's a lombok. It's meant to perform get and setter operations, and then we will have constructors. All are constructor, all argument constructors, and no argument constructor. It will accept both, so we can perform both operations. So copy the prime. I just copy from here, guys. That's all. Whatever variable we declared here, that variable we will keep here. But there is a difference between entity class and also the DTO. The difference is entity generally deal with a database, but this is the object model, guys. DTO is the object model. Okay, I just copied and pasted everything. So getter setter is set with data. Okay, this has both getter and setter, all are constructor, no are constructor, so that we can fetch data and also pass data. This is shared throughout all the layers, whatever layer, service layer, whatever layer we create, we will spread it throughout the all layers. So after creating the DTO, we should create a service class. How to create the service class? I go here and create a new class, Java class. But services, there are two things, guys: service implementation and also services. So first I create the service, so that will be an interface, and then from the interface we will import the method, implement the method into the service class. Okay, so how to do that? I create a service layer, services dot comment service, comment service. So this is going to be the interface, guys. Okay, we created a service, and within that comment service is the interface. You can see, guys, interface is given here. Okay, and within the interface I create a method. Okay, the method name will be public. Okay, so that in other classes also we can access this public. And returning data type, first of all we are going to create method. Okay, we are going to create a new data, the comment, new comment. Therefore we should create and it is going to return the DTO. So comment DTO is going to the return type, and I'm going to create a method. The method is create comment. This create comment is going to receive the data. The data receiving data type is DTO data type. And what you are going to receive it, it's going to be the payload, right? Ultimately, okay, this is a payload which we receive it from the client, from the front end. Okay, so we have declared it. Now we should use it in the interface level, the class level. So for that, what I do, within the service I create a new class. The name of the class is comment impl, comment implementations. Okay, that's going to be the class. Okay, guys, and this class is going to extend the interface which we created. Okay, therefore extend comment service. Comment service, it will extend, and here we will give service. Guys, it's throwing error because we should not extend the class, rather implement it. Okay, yeah, implement the comment service. Okay, and then again it is throwing error. Let's see what's happening here. Class must either be declared abstract or implement abstract method in comment service. Implement method. Okay, we will implement some method. Let's see. First of all, we will auto-wire the repository, comment repository of comment. But here it should be public or private, but now I give public. Okay. Here we should implement the method because it is demanding to implement its method. So what is its method? The service, if we go, this method is there. Okay, I just copy this method, leaving the colon, and paste it here. Okay, after pasting, we should also give override, because we are going to override the declared method over there. Okay guys, now it is throwing error, don't worry. Now here the logical has to be done. What logic? So we are going to create command. That means that from the client we are receiving the payload. Once we get the payload, we should save them in the database. Okay, so which class is dealing with the database? That will be entity class. So therefore what we should do, we should instantiate the entity class. What is entity class? Comment entity, and I would say comment equal, we are assigning the value, and we are going to say, first of all we should create a method, because we are going to save it. After saving it, we should convert them into entity. Okay, because now we are receiving the DTO data type. Now we should convert them into entity data type. Only then we can save into the DB. For that I will create a method called convert to DTO, convert to DTO, and within that we should pass the payload. Okay, but now this method has to be implemented. We should implement the method. Don't worry guys, it is throwing error. And this is going to return the common DTO data type. Okay, let it be public, no problem. Okay guys, we are going to convert to DTO type. But what we are receiving here, payload. What's the data type of the payload? Is again common DTO is the data type. I receive the payload. Okay, once I receive the payload, so what we are going to do, we should convert them into entity. For that I instantiate the entity class, but after instantiating we should assign them into a particular variable. For that I create, that's going to be the variable, comment entity data type. Okay, entity, comment entity, I would say. It will be comment as well, no problem. Comment entity. Okay, and new comment entity is the data type. Okay guys, okay, that's nice. We have instantiated the comment entity. Now we are going to assign each value from the payload into this one. Okay, what I do, I first of all comment entity, I take comment entity dot set comment, but we should get comment from the payload, right? Get comment, and what else is there? Set ID and payload dot get ID, okay, then comment entity set phone, and from the payload get phone. Okay guys, comment entity, what else is there? Phone terms, payload dot get terms. Get terms is not there. Why? There is a problem guys, let's check. Okay, payload is the command DTO. What is that in command DTO? Boolean terms is there. Then this terms getter and setter, if we set, what's the problem? Guys, the problem is we have given this boolean, but this is not the proper boolean. We have to give this boolean guys, and similarly we should give in the entity class as well. Okay, only then it is proper. Okay, now I again go here and go to the implementations. Here now we will get terms. So we have 5 different things. ID, username we should set now. Comment and set username, and payload dot get username. Okay guys, and finally we return the comment convert to DTO, therefore we are returning the DTO, return comment entity. Yes, okay guys, again it throw an error because we are returning the DTO type, convert to DTO. God, guys, I made a mistake. I have to create another method. I should create a method called convert to entity. Rather, I created DTO. But anyway, this convert to DTO is also helpful later on. Now I convert this as entity. Okay, I create different method, convert to entity, guys. Okay, convert to entity. But this is almost the same, guys. Whatever we have done, we are going to do in the similar manner. Okay, so convert to entity. So similarly, public comment entity is going to the data type and convert to entity. Okay, it's going to receive the payload. Okay, but the data type of the payload is also comment entity and the payload. Okay guys, sorry for I have by mistake I have done like this, but anyway both are useful, it's not going to be waste. Okay, convert to entity, convert to DTO, both are required. Okay, then convert to entity, I use it now. Okay, so convert to entity, what should I do? I receive the payload which is the DTO type, guys. It should be DTO type. Okay, convert to DTO, it should be DTO type. We receive the DTO and we convert to entity. Okay, we receive the DTO. Here it should be just the opposite. We receive the entity, here we should receive the entity. Here also I would say entity. We receive the entity and convert to DTO. Okay, then what I do here, I take this and wherever the payload is there, we paste it, so that entity will be returned. And here also we will return here convert to entity. Some mistake, I receive the entity and convert to DTO. For that I should instantiate the DTO here. Yes, DTO, and here also comment DTO. Okay guys, so that, and this will be not entity anymore, it will be DTO, comment DTO. Okay, I copy this and paste it. To err is human, therefore I made some mistake. Okay, it receives the entity and we instantiate the DTO and we take the DTO and set the entity values. Okay, that's nice guys, this is perfectly set. Similarly, we receive the DTO and convert as entity. So what we do here as well, first of all we should instantiate the entity here. Okay, comment entity here and new comment entity. Once I created, then entity dot set anything we set guys, whatever that suggest. Okay, then payload dot get username, and similarly entity dot set terms, payload dot get terms, entity dot set comment, payload get comment, entity dot set ID, payload get ID, entity dot comment is then set phone number and payload of get phone number. Once we receive all of them, we should return the entity. That's it guys. So we have successfully created two methods, convert to entity and convert to DTO. Okay, and first of all we create what we do, guys, we receive the payload and we convert to entity and save into a particular variable, and this will contain the data, I mean the object data. Then we will save them into a repository. For that we have already auto wired the repository, injected our dependency. So we take this and dot save. Saving what? Saving the comment. Okay, this comment we will save here. Okay guys, we successfully saved it. Once we saved it, what's the data returning data type? It will be the same entity. So what I do, it's a common comment entity. It's the data type. I would say saved entity. Saved entity. Okay, I saved the entity. Now I will return the data type. So what's the return type of this? This is the DTO. Therefore I return what I return? Convert to DTO and saved entity. So what will happen? This will convert the entity data type into DTO, and in the response, once it is saved, then we will return to the client, I mean front-end developers, that we have written the same. Whatever it is saved, we are returning the same. Okay, so return is convert DTO. Guys, actually we have successfully done the service part. Okay, we save it, and now we should create our controller class. Okay, so now we create a controller class. I go here and it is a Java class, and I would say controllers dot comment controller. Comment controller. Okay, I created a controller, and here I would say it's a REST controller, guys. Okay, REST controller, and I will also add one more thing, that is request mapping, so that we will set our base URL. The base URL name is comment. Okay, so this will be the base URL, guys, and within here we will auto wire the service. Okay, public comment service, and comment service. We auto wire this because we are going to call the methods from the service. Okay, so now here I will create a method that's going to return the DTO. Okay, the method to create the comment. Okay, so what I do now, for that we will use post mapping. Okay, post mapping, it is an annotations where we will give some payload. Okay, but the endpoint will be create comment. Create comment we give, and then we will create a method. Okay, the method will be public method, and then returning data type is, we will keep response entity, so that a particular header we can return, or status code we will return, even the whole response we can return. Okay, the response entity, and what's going to be the response entity, what's the data type of the response entity, is comment DTO. It's going to be the DTO, guys, and let's say create comment. So within the create comment functions, we will receive the request body. That means whatever payload they give, that payload we receive. So therefore we annotate it, and the data type comment DTO, and the DTO which we receive. Guys, now I use the comment service. Okay, comment service dot create comment is the method which is declared there, and I pass the DTO, the value which we receive, okay, and then here I create a DTO data type and also comment. Okay guys, it's throwing error. So what's the error? Too many characters in character literal. Otherwise, better I would say, let create be here, and there will be double quotes. Within the double quotes we should create. Okay, so error has gone. Nice guys. The return type is again new response entity, and whatever value which we save it, the value we will return, and HTTP status will be okay. Okay guys, we successfully created the REST API. Okay, so this is helpful for creating. Guys, actually creating seems quite complex, but it's not complex guys. Okay, those are already backend developer, that's easy for them. Okay guys, now what I do, I want to test the API. Okay, for that, first of all I save all, and I want to rerun, therefore I close this and come here guys. So there is a, what to say, there is a rerun button is there. Okay, so we will use the rerun button. Okay, so it's rerunning. Let's see, is there any error? Fortunately there is no error. Even if we receive some error, that is also fortunate, because programmer should happily receive errors, so that it's a great opportunity to fix the error and celebrate the victory of fixing the error. Okay, now it is successfully created. Now we will test guys, we will test it. Okay, but also one more thing I want to give guys, because we should give cross origin. Okay, cross origin we give, so that any origins, not any origins, I mean the origin which is from the front end. Okay, localhost 4200. Okay guys, I give access for this because generally Angular runs in this server port. Okay, I save it and rerun again using this, and also you can use this also, this Angular applications. If you go there, it is there already in the top. Stop and rerun. Okay guys, now I rerun it. Let's see, the application is running successfully. So what is the port number? So guys, here you can see the port number. Look at here guys. Okay, 8080 is the port number where our backend application is running on. Now guys, let's test it. Okay, with Postman. I hope you have downloaded this for Postman. I go here, the Postman, you can create a new collections, blank collections. In the new collections you can say comment API, but already I have created a created one, so I use this. Okay, comment API, where we will get the get request. So here what we'll do guys, we take the localhost 8080, this one. Okay, now what we could do guys, I go to post. Okay, this is going to be the post, and here we choose a body, and in the body we raw, and it should be JSON. Okay, and it will be an object guys. So within the object we will define all the values. What's the value? What are the things we had? We had ID, but ID we no need to do, because our database will automatically create it. It's auto generation. Username, comment, phone, and terms. This I take. Username I take. Username will be the key, but it's a JSON format guys, therefore we should give within double quotes, and the value will be something we can give. What value we can give? For example, initially I would say my name I give. Okay, That's better, guys. And second one is comment. Comment. I'll say this is my first comment. This is my first comment. The third is phone. Sorry guys, I type it. Phone. The phone number will be something, guys. I just give random number, 10 numbers, 1 2 3 4 5 6 8. Okay. And terms will be true, guys. Terms will be true. So this is the data which I pass. Okay guys, let's see the result. I send the data, but it's throwing some error, guys. What's the error? Let's check. Okay, 404 error, not found. That means create comment is not found. Okay, fine. So what I did, I given comment / create. Now I give yes, guys, successfully created, guys. You see with ID it is created. Okay, now let's make sure the DB it is saved or not. So this is our DB. So what I do, I refresh it. Okay, here I do control enter. Yes guys, ID 1, comment is this is my first comment, and phone number is also saved. Term is 1, username is Nero. Guys, Postman it is working fine. Now we should also have a get, put and delete. Okay, 3 things are pending, so we will create that. Okay, so fastly, how to do that? We go here. I go to service, implementation first. Okay, service first, and here I will create a new comment DTO, update comment, and it's going to receive 2 things, guys. One is comment DTO because it's an updating, right? Comment DTO will receive the payload, and also long ID because based on the ID we will update. Okay guys, and I just copy this, copy the whole line and go to the implementation. Okay, so below here already we have create command. Now we have update command. I paste this value, and here I do override because we have declared in the interface. Now we are going to reuse it, therefore override. Okay, the override will receive the payload and also the ID. Okay, so what do we do with this? Now guys, we receive the payload and also we receive the ID. Now what should we do? First of all, based on the ID, we should fetch data from our database. Further, what we do? We take the repository. So what is the comment repository? And there is a default value find by ID. Find by ID is there, and we pass the ID. Okay guys, and or else throw. If you are not able to find the particular ID or the particular row, we should throw error, right? So or else throw, and within that we will use lambda expressions to throw the exception, that is runtime exceptions. In the exceptions we will say a message. I will wrap it down so that you can have a clear vision on this. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, records are data with the ID is not found. Actually, we should say to the client that if this data doesn't exist, we should throw this error. Okay, now we found this, but now we should save them. Ultimately the returning data type it will return a particular object that should be assigned into a variable. What the data type of the variable? It's entity, right? Entity, because repository will return the entity. I would say comment ent. Okay, then I take this one. Now guys, we have received the data from the database, and we from the client also we got the data. Now actually the payload value is the updated data. Now we should pass this updated data into the entity. So we have this comment entity. Within the comment entity we will update the data. How to do that? Comment entity dot set phone and payload get phone. Okay, comment entity set username and payload get username. Comment entity set comment payload get comment. Set terms get terms. Okay, so 4 different things we are updating. ID we no need to update because the ID already we have, and now we should save them in the repository. So comment repository dot save the comment entity. Okay, we save it, and finally we are returning the DTO data type, guys. What we are going to return? So whatever we have updated, we are going to return the same. So what I do? Comment DTO of comment DTO. Okay, and we will return, but it's going to be entity. Sorry, this will be an entity, guys, because repository will always return entity. So I type entity and let this be comment. Okay guys, I close this. Okay, now what we will return convert to DTO. Guys, as I said, I am using convert to DTO. Okay, so convert to DTO is there. So this will receive the entity and return the DTO. So I receive the entity. Now entity is comment. Okay, this comment I am just paused it and returning the same. Okay guys, so this will perform the post operation. Now let's check. Okay, now to check it we have to rerun the application, right? So we rerun it. But we forgot to do one thing, guys. So now it should be implemented in the controller level, guys. Okay, see, it is showing on related problem. That means we have not declared in the controller. So what I do, guys, I go to controller, common controller. Here I will do put mapping. Put mapping. Here I would say update. And what I receive, I will receive the ID. Okay guys, here I would say public response entity. Response entity will be the same comment DTO and update comment. Guys, here we should have two things. One is request body, that is same comment DTO and DTO. DTO is the data which we receive, and we should have a path mapping, guys. Path variable long ID, because that is a path variable, guys. Okay, and so within that we will receive a DTO. Therefore comment DTO updated comment. Okay, and here we will give comment service dot update comment. What we will pass? We will pass DTO and also the ID, and in the return we will return new response entity. We will return the updated comment, and also, guys, it should be comment. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. Comment. Okay, updated comment. And HTTP response, okay. Status, okay guys. Okay, there is a spelling error. It should be both are caps letter, uppercase. Okay, now guys, I rerun the application. First of all, I need to save it and then rerun it here. Okay, application is running. Okay, no error guys. It is running perfectly. Now let me go to postman. In the postman, what I do guys? Yeah, I take the same copy and I go here and make it as put request, and I take comment update. Okay, make it 1 because we have only one data guys. So I'm going to go to the body raw and JSON. Let that be so. So instead of Nehru, I would say Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, and this is my first updated comment. And phone number, I change a few numbers. I start with the 7. Okay, now let's see guys the result. I'm sending that. Guys, it is updated guys. You see, successfully we have updated the ID number 1. This is my first updated comment, Jawaharlal Nehru. So we ensure by going to our database. Okay, here I just select a star from feedback comment DB. Yes guys, you see guys, this is my first updated comment successfully created. Okay guys, thanks. Now let's go to next one option is delete. Okay, so now we create a delete operation. How to do that? I go to IntelliJ again. So I go to service and here I create one method. Okay, public. It's go. I'm delete will receive simply a string and delete by ID. This will simply return. This will simply receive a ID, guys. Therefore, long is the data type and ID is the value. Okay. So I simply copy this and go to our implementation. Here I create, after the update, I create one more thing. Okay, but I override it. I should override here. Override, and I remove this. Okay, guys. Okay, fine. Now, first of all, we should find the data by its ID. For that, what I do? I go to comment repository. Find by ID is ID. If the ID doesn't exist, it will throw error. Okay, the error will be runtime error. So new runtime exceptions. So within that, what we give? We give some message ID and I add the ID itself. The value with the ID, okay, the record with the ID, okay. The data with the ID deleted successfully. Sorry, not found. The data with ID not found. We should go not found, okay. Fine guys, next, if it is found, then we should assign the value into a variable. What the value, what the data type of the variable is? The entity, comment entity, and the value is comment. Okay guys, and what we do now? Okay, I want to align guys, that's all. Now I call the repository, comment repository dot delete. There is a method called delete, and within the delete I pass the comment. Okay guys, that's it. Now I will return a message. Okay, what message I written? A string message. The data with the ID or the same ID, guys. Deleted successfully. Okay, guys, that's all, guys. So now we will check it, guys. Okay, how to check it? I save it and rerun the application. I save all, rerun the. Okay, I should create a controller also, right? Because otherwise it will not do the operation. See, guys, it is grayed out. I have to call this in the controller. I go to controller and here delete mapping. It will receive the ID, guys. It will receive the ID. ID it will receive. But here also I would say delete ID. Delete ID. Okay, guys. So public response entity, it will return the string. Okay, and delete by ID. You can give any name, guys, for the function. Here it will say path mapping. I mean path variable long ID. Within that, I would say command service dot delete by ID. I pass the ID. Okay, guys, and here I will receive the message. The message type is string. Okay, guys, message type is string. Let's say message. Okay, here the return type new response entity. I would say message. That's all, HTTP. Okay, that's it, guys. Okay, so this will delete, guys, and also we will create one thing that is called get all message. Okay, whatever message we save, we should get all the message, right? So now I don't delete, because if I delete, it will go. Therefore I keep this as it is and I create one more service method. Okay, public, and here I will list. I will keep the list, guys, because I will receive the array of objects. So object will be DTO. Okay, now the list, we should import the list. Alt enter so that it is imported. And here I would say list get all data or get all comments. Get all comments. Here we are not going to pass anything in the functions. Therefore we will keep it. Okay, and the implementations we will give in our implementation class. Okay, so I copy this and go here, and below the delete I would say overwrite and paste that and expand it. And here I would say, here it is quite tricky, guys, I tell you that. So here quite tricky, guys, we should handle, because it is going to return all of them. Therefore it is going to be list data types. So first of all, what we should do, we should receive all the data from the database. It will return the entity data type, but it will be a list of entity data type, guys. Therefore comment entity we should receive, and here we will say comments variable, and here I call the comment repository dot find all. So whatever you find, you receive it and push it here. And when we return it, so what we will return, first of all we have to convert it, guys. Actually we have to convert it. For converting, we'll use lambda expression, guys, with stream API with lambda expressions. Let's see now. Yeah, first of all you take the comments dot stream dot map will use, and within the map this means this is the object, each object. we take. Okay, this represents the object, this means object, and convert to DTO. We convert to DTO, and here we will use collection, collect, collectors, and to list. I'll use to list, guys, not two collections. I will say to list. Okay, that's it, guys. It will return all the value. Okay, yes. Now we should declare this method because it's throwing some error in the service. Okay, so because that's a problem, we have to import it in our command controller. Say at get mapping. Okay, get mapping, I will say, here I will say all, and public response entity, this will have list of DTO. Okay, guys, and then we will create a get all comments. Okay, here we will receive all the values, right? So it will be the list of comments DTO. Okay, comment DTO, comments, and service, and get all comments. Okay, and then we will return the same new response entity where we will return all the comments, and HTTP status is okay. Guys, we have successfully created everything, but it's still throwing some error, guys. What's the error? What's the error? Because it has two closed curly braces, that's why it's error. Now what I do, guys, I save all and rerun the application. Okay, guys, the application is running successfully. Now let's go to our postman. In the postman, I will say I will create one more okay, I create one more add request, and here it will be get. So what is it? Comment all. Okay, comment all. Guys, I send it. Guys, yes, guys, see, guys, now we have received array of object. If you want one more, we can also add one more. Okay, because now Jawaharlal Nehru is there, and there's a put method. I will change it as a post method. I will add something like Elumalai, and this is Elumalai's comment. Okay, this is Elumalai's comment. Phone number, I change something because now I want to have two different values. Okay, guys, I post it. Oh no, sorry, it's update, right? So I remove the update and say create. I should change this as well. It is again throwing error because I'm pausing this. I should not pause this. Yes, now it is created. Guys, now we created two datas. Now I want to take all the data. Okay, so I go to get. Instead of this, I will say all. Okay, now see, guys, array of objects, two datas we have added successfully. And if you want to delete the data, because one data I want to delete, how to delete? I'll create one more request. Create add request, it will be a delete, and here I will say yeah, it will be delete 2. Okay, so if I say delete 2, guys, the data with the ID 2 deleted successfully. That's it, guys. We have done all the CRUD operations. All the API is ready. Now we will go to Angular, how to integrate this API into Angular. Okay, thank you, guys. Now we meet you in the Angular part. Hi guys, so we successfully created a backend environment and also we tested our API. So I followed these steps guys. This So I created a Spring Boot project with a Spring initializer, and also I created an entity class afterwards. And JPA repository also I created and connected the entity within the repository. And in the application.property, we have done some configurations to connect to MySQL using the JDBC driver. JDBC is nothing but Java database connectivity. And we created a DTO, that is object model to transfer data between different layers. Okay, and we created service layer also. Service layer has two different parts. One is interface where we declare our methods, but we do implementations in the service implementations class. Okay, and finally we created a controller where we set up our endpoints and also the response entity for displaying status and also returning the data, or custom data also we can, custom message also we can return. Yes, and finally we have tested our API with the Postman tool. So we have done this setup guys. So what we are going to do now in the front end, so already we have created a form group. Okay, so I already posted the video, so I request you to watch that one. Up to validations I have done. Yes, here. Okay. Okay guys, so up to validations I have done. Okay, so the reactive form validations. So up to validations I have created a video. So I'm going to continue this from there itself because this is related to that video. Okay, fine guys. Now locally my application is running on the form group itself. Okay, how I navigated it, I show you guys. I go see. Yes, so this is the home page. Although it seems weird, but adjust. I will beautify later. Okay, this is simply a logical part guys. So here we have form group component. So I navigate to form group component. So we come to this particular registration form. So here we have username, comment, phone number, and also terms. So I have created exactly the relative object in the backend. So username, comment, phone number, and terms. Now we are going to do CRUD operations from front end. Okay, how to interact front end and back end. Let's see. Okay. So now guys, actually we are able to print the value. First let's check whether we are able to print the value in the console. I just do inspect. Okay, this is the inspect guys, but I want to keep it side by side so that it will have a better visibility in the console. Now there are two errors. Okay, some HTTP response. Don't worry guys, we'll fix that as well. Username, for example, I give my name Nehru. Comment, what comment? This is Nehru's comment. And phone number, I give something starting with 6 and do accept and try to submit the value guys. Yes guys, when I submit the value, I got some values: comment, phone, terms, and username. So this particular data has to be saved in our database. So that's the whole purpose guys. So in between we have to follow some steps, okay, and protocols. So we have HTTP protocols, but the HTTP client library will take care of all these things. Okay, we are simply going to use in our Angular. Now I go to my Angular project. Okay, so here we are in the form group.component.html. So here is the form. Okay, now guys, our purpose is when we submit the value has to be go to our backend and save the data. That's the first thing. Okay. So in one of my previous video, I have promised that I will use the service layer, I mean front-end service, to perform CRUD operations. So for that, what I do, I go to my service API service. Okay, here already I have few things, but this I have shown in previous video. Now I'll create one more functions that will be responsible to save data. Okay, transfer data to backend. So what I do, I want to get data from backend. For that, what I do, get all comment or comments, we can say. Get all comments. First of all, I want to get all the comments. I want to see how much comments are there. Okay. Return this dot. Okay. This dot HTTP. Actually, guys, this HTTP is coming from HTTP client. So I have injected it in the constructor. Okay. So you also make sure that you have the HTTP. I take this reference. Okay. HTTP dot get. Okay. And in the get, we should give exactly the same thing, guys. Okay, exactly the same thing which we are running in the backend. What we are running in the backend? Let's see, guys. Okay, this is the backend code, and okay, it stopped. Let me start it again. Okay, guys, backend is running. Nice. Now, where the backend is running? It is running in the localhost port number 8080. Okay, so we should take that, guys. First of all, we should already we have tested in the Postman. So in the Postman, we are running this localhost, guys. Okay, the localhost, we are running this. So this is responsible for get all comment. Okay, I just take it. So whenever you get API, whether you are creating API or you are getting API from backend developers, first of all, test it with Postman. Although they have already tested, but still it's your part that you should test it well in our Postman and then use it. Okay, I just copied this and go to our backend. Here I just paste it. Okay, guys, this is very simple, guys. Okay, this is very simple. Now this get all comments. Okay, now what I'm going to do, guys, first of all, I want to see the comment. Where is the form group? Okay, in the form group also we can see, but anyway, my purpose is not to display here. Okay, better I will do create, because this is to create. Okay, but displaying we will use some other places. So I go to because we have to transfer data now. Yes, correct. Now I'll create one more API endpoints here. Get create comment. Okay, create comment. This will receive the data from our component. Okay, and here we will return this dot, guys, this dot HTTP post and the comment. Okay, and the comment also, guys, we will have comment to create the post. We will have a comment create. Okay, this is what the endpoint we created. So therefore we go there. Comment / create. Okay, and this is the payload, guys. And what I'm going to do, I just going to access this create comment in our component. Okay, I go to our component, and here we are submitting the value. So here I create the service. So first of all, we have to inject the service in the constructor. So private API service and API service, guys. So I take the reference of the service class and this dot API service dot see guys, there are create comment is there. I take the create comment. Okay guys, I pass the value. What is this passed value? The register form value is the object which we have, and we should subscribe guys. Unless we subscribe, it won't go. Okay, we should subscribe, but I don't want this kind of things. I want to use next. Okay, next I want to use, because once it is posted, we want to see whether what is the response. Okay, this is the response guys. Instead of data, I keep response. Okay, res response, and by the end of the next we should give error guys, because if there is some error we will display them. And complete guys, if the whole process is completed, so it will show the complete message. So these three things are necessary. This I have explained in our observable video series. Okay, now I have given auto save, therefore it is saved automatically. Now guys, let's see the result. Okay, how to see the result? First of all, I go to my front end. Here it is running on. Now guys, here I give some value. Okay, Nehru again. This is Nehru comment. Instead of this, I give some real comment. Okay, this product is nice. This product is nice. I give phone number. I give my real phone number. Okay, 6382043976, and accept the terms and submit it guys. Guys, it is successful guys. See the data, and you see ID 3, username Nehru, comment this product is nice, phone. Actually, in line number 46 of form group.ts, it is printing what it is printing. 46, it is printing the value which we have. We are not actually, we simply printing from the form group. But now this is the response. This response comes only if it is saved in the database. Once it is saved in the database through the backend scripts, it gives the response guys. Okay, so now we got the response, so that's successful. How can I verify that it is successfully saved? Okay, for that I go to my database DB. Here I just already we have select the star from feedback is the database name and comment DB is the table name, and I control enter so that I get the data guys. You see, this is my first updated comment. Okay, and you see that update, this product is nice, and 6382043976 is my phone number, and Nehru is given here. So we successfully created a data, okay, through Angular. Nice guys. Now actually see the ID is 3. Okay, why it is 3 guys? Actually generally in the last video, I mean in the first part of the video, we have seen we have deleted using delete command, therefore 2 is deleted, but still it stays in its memory. Okay, that we can handle, no problem guys. This ID will generate because it remembers that it already created ID 2, therefore ID 3 is coming now. Okay, no problem guys. Next we will do get all. Okay, I want to get all, but after getting all the data, what we are going to do, we have to display the data. So we can display data in the form group itself, or we can have a separate component to display. Okay, so better I created a separate component guys. Okay, what I do, I go here to PowerShell. Okay, clear what was there already, and display comment. Okay, I will create a display comment component. ngGC display comment. Okay, display comment I create. Okay, G means generate, C means create. Sorry, ng generate, C means component, and this is the component which is going to be created. Okay guys, it is successfully created. Nice. So display comment is there here. Okay, so guys, actually first of all I have to either set router, or from here I can set router. Okay, from form group I will set router to display comment. So what I do, above the registration form, above the registration form I will create show comment button. Okay, btn button show comments. Okay, this is the button guys, but now I want to have a primeng button. Okay, primeng button, and I give a router link guys, router link. So router link I give comment. Okay, simply comment, because let it be short. I copy this comment and go to router routes.ts. Here I make a copy guys. Actually I easily made a copy using shortcut key in Windows, shift alt and down key guys, shift alt and down key to make a copy of the line. Okay, so I paste it here and I remove this, and what is a newly created display comment component. Okay, so now we should successfully redirect to that particular component. Okay, let's check. I go to the application. So show comment is here, but it's on the top. No worry. I click it, but it's not redirecting guys, because we have not given router link module. We have not downloaded router link module. So go to our form group. So this is our form group, and here in the imports array, yes, here we should give router module. Okay, router module or router link. Okay, we'll simply take router link. Okay, now let's check guys. I click this. Yes guys, successfully we are redirected to display comment works. Okay, that's nice guys. Now what we want to display. How can we display guys? Table is the best option to display these things. We can also display weirdly, but I don't want. So what I going to do, first of all I close this and expand this and go to primeng guys. Okay, you can use anything, even simple HTML is also okay, but now I want to beautify the table. I want to beautify the table. Okay, primeng table, I search primeng table, so that I get primeng table. Okay, so the first table, okay, the first table itself I take. I don't want to make some complicated table, therefore I choose this one. I copy the code guys. First I copy the code and go to my component, display component comment, and here I paste. Now guys, we are facing 4 errors. Okay, we'll fix 4 errors. Okay, what are the 4 errors? It demands table and it demands product as well. Okay, now let me go here, and for time being I just know products. Okay, products I keep as a simple array. Okay, so one error is fixed, and the second error is table component. Okay, table component we should import it from our primeng. Where is the primeng? Okay, here is the primeng. So we should take this module, guys. Okay, copy code and go here and paste the code in the imports array. Oh my god. Okay, we have to paste it here and take this module name and paste it, add it in the imports array. Okay guys, now it is given, but it is showing some error. But this is, what is this error? Okay, that actually it is asking some style, guys. Okay, what can we do now? We go to primeng again. It is demanding some styles. So in the installation, we do one thing, we import these styles, guys. We import the styles in the style.css. Okay, we are, but this is for CSS. But if you are using SCSS, we will have another code. So we should I show you guys, I already have this. We should go to SCSS. I search for SCSS, Control P. This is to search all the components and files. Okay, and I go to SCSS. So here I paste this, guys. Okay, this we have to import it from our node modules. Okay, there's one thing, this may give the fix. Yes, and also in the angular.json we have this style, guys. Okay, if you haven't imported this, you import this. This I have taken from primeng, but we should also have the icon. Okay, because we are going to use a few icons. For that, here icon, how to add icons, it's not given. Okay, icon is here, and go to primecon. Yes guys, we have this imports, and if when you are using Angular, we should add in the Angular JSON also. Okay, we should first of all install this. I have done already. Just I'm giving this for your knowledge. Okay, and we should add it in the Angular JSON as well. For some people it won't work. For that, they go to here and add it here, guys. This node modules primecon.css. This is coming from node modules, guys. So we have node modules, and within that we have primeng, prime icons. Let's search for. Okay, primeng we have. See guys, prime icons we have. The prime icons we have primecon.css. Okay, we are importing it from here. Okay. Okay guys, nice. Now let's come back to our implementations. Now actually the error has gone. Okay, that's good. Guys, while implementing, I'm showing everything in real time. Therefore, whatever error I face, I show, guys. Okay, guys, see our code name, category, and quantity is installed. Okay, I mean it is being displaying here from the table. Okay, but now we have some different categories. Okay, this giving code name, category, and quantity, but we are showing username, terms, phone number, and also comment. So we have to customize. Okay, so how to customize? Okay, for that I go to the code, go to our display component. Here I customize, guys. So what I'm going to show now, first I will show the ID, guys. Okay, ID, because we are also receiving ID, and username, phone number, and the comments, comment, we can say comment, and terms is the accepted terms. I make it a question mark. Okay, what else we have? Username, phone number, comment, and accepted terms. Okay, and guys, this product, okay, now first of all let me see the result, let me see the output. Yes guys, ID, username, phone number, and comment and accepted terms. Now we should get all the data. Already I shown you how to create in the service file of service class. So now we are going to access it and display this here. How to do that? I go here and go to the display comment. Here I will say I will invoke a lifecycle hook called ng-on-net, and also I invoke my constructor. Sorry. In the constructor we will take the API service, and which is from the API service, guys, and this we should close. Okay, now guys, constructor is ready. The ng-on-net lifecycle hook, I will call the API service dot get all comments we have, and we should subscribe to it, and then next we will just take the data and we will assign the data to products. Some error is coming. What is the error? Is assignable to a very few other types. Did you mean to use any type in? Okay, for the time being we'll give any, guys. Then later we will give TypeScript. Okay. Array. It's not accepting array directly. Okay, let's see now, because it says object. Okay, no issue. We have assigned these values here, but not all the values will come here, but it is showing 2 lines. Okay, because 2 datas we have, but the data we have to configure here, guys. Actually this will accept, this value will accept array of objects, but each objects will be assigned to this product. Okay, so those who know about primeng very well, they know about this. So primeng, we take the table, and in the ng template we use tr at the table row and table headers. These are table data. Okay, so here is something different. Code, name, category, and quantity is there, which is not there in our case. So in our case, we will keep the ID, product ID we have, and name we have username. Okay, guys, actually it is available in our front end. Okay, remember. So I go to inspect. In the inspect console, you see guys, we have array, the display component, and I expand this, and see guys, each object contains comment, ID, phone, and phone, terms, and username. I just memorize everything and just type in my VS Code. Username we have, and the third place we will keep the phone number, and in the fourth place we will have a comment, and in the fifth place we will have terms. Okay, now see guys, the result, how the result looks like. Yes guys, we got exactly the same. Okay, ID 1 3, this is from database. Okay, it is accepted term true true. Okay, it is returning the same value, boolean value. Okay, nice. Now guys, we have to do CRUD operations. CRUD operations, create we have done successfully from front end, and read, the CRUD operation CRUD, create we have done, and I also shown you how to read. Okay, CR is completed, and next 2 things is update and delete. Okay, for update and delete we should have an action button, so that it will access this particular object, and we will do further. Understand? You will understand this, guys. Okay, you will understand this for sure. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one more thing, guys. What is that? I'll create one more th. Here I will say actions. Action means edit or delete. Okay, and I create a td, that means table data, Here I will have two different button guys. One button is to uh, update, I mean edit, we can say edit and update both are same. To display I will say edit, and actions will be updating action in the backend. So here also I will use the same primeng, and so it has given some inbuilt, okay. Codium helped me to bring this, but now I should create one thing. Label will be what label? Edit. One label is edit and another label is delete. Okay, so let's see the result guys. Okay, it's not showing because we have to import button module. Okay, where? Here. Okay, button module, button module we should import. Yes. Okay, now guys, we got two different buttons. One is edit button and delete button. We have added icon, therefore icon is also displaying. Where this is coming from? Guys, it is coming from here. Okay, you see guys, icon, pi pencil and trash. Okay, these icons, just add this guys. Okay, and the class, this is actually success and warning. This is to show the color guys. And rounded button. Okay, p button is rounded button. This is coming from primeng class guys. Okay, I'm not using anything in the CSS. Okay, nice guys. Let's move to next step. Okay guys, actually one thing I want to tell you. So when we configure this, you may not have this code, so you can type as it is by looking at this, or I just give you in the description, you take it from there. And also in the angular.json, you should take just type it, or you can take it from my description. Okay, I'll give this code in the video descriptions, or you can take it from a GitHub repository as well. I will push the code in the GitHub repository and give the link in the description. Okay, that's nice guys. Let's move to our operations. Okay, CRUD operations. Okay, we have created edit. Okay, now in the edit I will create a even guys. Okay, so because it is too lengthy, it may not be visible. I just know I wrap this button. Okay, and break it and give here click. While clicking this, we will invoke a button edit. Okay, edit product, and in the edit product we will pass the product, I mean the particular object itself, also the ID. Okay, the product ID, product dot ID. So we'll pass this two guys, because based on the ID, as we have configured in the backend, based on the ID we will update it. Okay, because it has to find which row has to be updated in the database. Therefore we, based on the ID we will do it. Okay, therefore the whole object we take, because this gives the whole object, I mean the row object, and this is the ID of the row. I take these two things and copy this and go to my TS file, and below the ng on it I paste it. Okay, and I pasted it, but it is throwing an error. Don't worry guys. So for the time being I keep it any, but it's not a good practice to keep any. So what I do, so we know the data structure, right? So we will give the data structures. So this will be the number. Okay, this ID will be the number that I know very well. Okay, number, and the product is any. I don't want any. Generally I don't like this any. So what I do, so we already received the data. In order to make a perfect model for this, the best practice is I tell you guys, if you are not so expert in making, there is a tool to create a data model. Okay, so let me go to the our output. In the inspect, we have the data model. Okay, we have this, guys. Simply, so this is the object. Simply right click, and there is a copy object option is there. Copy object, and I have copied the object and open a new tab. In the tab, I type JSON to TypeScript. Okay, guys, JSON to TypeScript. If you click this, then there is a transform tool. So I click this JSON to this one, and here I paste it, guys. Okay, once I pasted it, immediately a data model is created. Okay, it's an interface, guys. So what I do, I just copy this interface. I copy this interface and go to my VS Code. I will create a new folder. Okay, new folder. The name of the folder is common model. Common-model. Okay, model dot common model is a folder. So within the folder, I will create a file. Okay, what's the name of the file? Common model. Okay, common.model.ts also we can keep, no problem. So here I paste it. Okay, here I paste the interface, but here it is saying root. Instead of root, I will say comment. Okay, so guys, now we have this. Now what I want, by clicking the edit icon, we will create a pop-up. In the pop-up, so this value will be there where we will edit the value. Okay, how to do that? For that, in the edit, so from primeng, I will take dialog. Okay, the primeng, there will be some dialog, overlay dialog. Okay, here is the dialog, guys, and when you click this, okay, something is coming here. So what I do, guys, I take this, the first option itself. Okay, so what I do, I take from here till here. Okay, and I go to my VS Code, the display command. In the bottom, I just given this, guys. Now it is throwing error. Don't worry. Here I remove these forms and all. Okay, I just keep only this. I remove these two forms. Okay, rather I will use something else. Now I take the dialog, but it is throwing error. Don't worry. So we should import the error itself. I mean, we should import the module. This is the dialog module. I take the dialog module, and here I paste it, and this dialog I take and add it in the imports array. Okay, guys, as soon as I added, some error are fixed, but visible is showing false. Okay, initially it should be true. We have to set it as true, and later we will make it as false. Okay, and it should be boolean data type. And let's see whether we have perfectly given or not. Here the ts file, if you expand the code, we will have HTML and ts, the ts file. Okay, initially it is false, while showing the dialog it is true. Then we will also follow the same. Okay, and so now in our case, while clicking the edit button, we should display it as true. Therefore I copy this true and go to my VS Code. As they suggested, initially it is false. Okay, but when we click the edit product, it has to display. That's our whole purpose. Okay, guys, now let's go to our result. See guys, when I clicking this, yes guys, I got two buttons, cancel button, save button, and also edit profile. Okay, now I will change some of them and I will add that guys. I will add the form group. This form group I will add here because I want the same thing here. Okay, same thing in the dialog. Now it does in a particular component. Now here I want to display. So how can I achieve this? This very simple guys. Go here. So I want to change this. Update your comment. Okay, update your comment. That's nice. And here instead of save, I would say update. Okay, let the cancel be as cancel. And here also on click, we will do something. But first of all, I will take the form. Where is the form group? From the form group. Okay, guys, actually I want to take the whole form. Okay, so for that, from here till here, I save it. Okay, so what happens? I don't know. Okay, this I shrink it and copy this. Okay guys, copy this and paste it within the dialog. It is throwing error guys, don't worry, we will fix all the error. Okay, because it is demanding some imports. Okay, then in the form group also we should take these things. These validations should also be taken, therefore I take them as well and give them here. Okay, above the dialog I give all this. Don't worry guys, it is also throwing additional error. Don't worry, we will fix all of them. And I go to form group. Better I keep them side by side. So I will keep the form group here. Guys, actually we should keep all these things, the reactive form, router link, everything we need to give. Therefore I copy everything and go to, otherwise we will fix it one after another. That will be a better practice. Okay, it will be best practice. So in the display, but methods we have to give here. Okay, methods is very important. This initializing form should be there. I mean this. Okay, it is starting from here and ending here. I take the initializing form and come here and I paste it here the down. Okay, it is asking validations. Hover on this, quick fix, all missing imports. Okay, and initializing form should be given here in the ng on init. Okay, this dot initializing form. Okay guys, this is one thing. Unless you see guys, actually we have fetching the data. This also we can get comment, we can create and separate. Okay, get all comment, get all comments. Okay, we create a separate function for this, and I copy this particular things and paste it here and call this here guys, because let the ng on it be very clear, always very clean. Okay, so one thing is completed. Still we are facing multiple issues. We will fix all of them. Then register form we will fix. Okay, so from dialog here, you see here the form group. What are we doing guys? Yes, form group. And what is this? This is also okay, dialog. Okay, fine. Now here I want to take this, and this is the register form group, and I take this form group and paste it here above the constructor. Okay, and I import it. Okay, now what else is there? FB means form builder guys. In the constructor we'll give private FB form builder. Okay, that error also fixed. And now we also have some other errors. One is get validation error. This function we have to take it from here. Guys, actually, if you are watching this video newly, you may confuse, but I request you to watch this because this is the continuation of my previous video. Okay, so in the form group we have one get validation error method. Okay, I shrink it and take the whole object and come here in the display component and paste it. So we have 7 error. I hope this will reduce 1 error. Okay, still we have 6 more error, guys. Okay, what are those errors? Form group registration form, and we have ng on it. This, okay, this is demanding. This is also showing error because we have to import reactive form module. Okay, let this be here, and the left side I'll fix one after another. Reactive forms module. Okay guys, now the error is reduced to 3. Fine guys, so one is this on submit. So what value I can say on update instead of on submit. I would say on update. Okay, because the name convention should be relevant. Okay, we should follow that standard. And I create a new function in the TS update. Okay guys, now guys, error reduced to 2. In the update, what we will do, guys, we should first of all, we have some other errors. Okay, checkbox. Okay, checkbox we have to import. We'll do something on this. Let it be on hold. And we should import some other also checkbox module. Okay, what I do? Checkbox module. Okay, so it is reduced, and also input number. Okay, input number also we should import. Input number module. Okay, so everything is completely reduced, guys. Okay, that's nice. So all the error has gone. Let's check now the UI how it looks like. I click this. Oh guys, it's breaking because we don't have the imports. Okay, I mean we should import the CSS style from our form group. Okay, but anyway, somewhat it is okay. I go here in the CSS, the display CSS I go, because we need the same CSS here, but I don't want to copy all of them and paste it here. We should follow dry principle. Do not repeat yourself. Okay, so we go here and at imports, in Angular we have imports URL. So within the URL dot slash, so it will give access to multiple what is this, multiple folders, and here we have form group, guys. Okay, I take the form group. Within the form group we have SCSS. I take that as well. I take that one, and now let's see the result, guys. Okay, I come here and click the edit button. Okay, it is somewhat okay, better than before. But guys, we have one submit button. Oh, this submit button is from our previous one. I remove this because otherwise I keep the cancel or update. Okay, I keep both and I remove this submit button. And there is a great gap here. That gap also will fix. Okay, I go here and this height I reduce to 10. Let's see. Okay guys, it is okay. But cancel I want to give in red color, and update I want to give in blue color. Okay, otherwise we don't focus on this. We should have this row data within this. I mean the username has to come here, so that if I want to edit the username, I will edit the username, and phone number I should keep, and comment should come here, and here it has come. So while clicking the edit button, what I do, while clicking the edit button, I am calling a function called edit product. Okay, I just control F so that it will come here and come to the TS file and go to here. Okay, now what I would do guys, there's a registration form. I will get a setter, we will do. We'll get the form control and set the value. Okay, so this dot registration form dot get the username and set the product dot username. Okay, it is throwing error, does not exist on the type comment. Oh my god. Then where is this comment coming from? Oh guys, this is coming from somewhere else. That's a problem it makes earlier as well. Okay, comment is the data model. Yes, now it is fixed guys. Now let's check whether this is fixing or not. Comment this. Yes guys, it is fixed. But here again it is throwing error guys. Really I'm fed up with this. If you know the solution, tell me. Better I keep any now so that this error is fixed. Okay. Now guys, where is this? Yeah. We get the form control and set the value which we are taking from our template. Okay. And I do the same for this registration form, get comment, get phone number and terms. Okay, get and set the value, get and set the value. So we are setting all of them. Okay, nice guys. And let's see the result. So I go to front end, I click. Yes guys, the values are set here. Okay, but the phone number is not set here and terms is not set here. Let's check that as well. Phone number, phone, maybe some type error. So instead of this, for time being, I keep any. Okay guys, so when I click, I get this UI. First of all, let me fix this UI error. It's not error, but anyway it looks weird. Therefore I go to VS Code and I copied the same form container which is stay from here. Okay, I copy this and come here and try to override two different properties. One is display and min height. This min height I give 0 guys, that's all. And this display I will give inherit. Okay, so that our display will be perfect. Yes guys, it looks nice. And the values also comes here because this was a browser error guys. I restarted it and it comes now. So now we have update comment, cancel and update. Okay, now guys, while clicking the update, we have to send the updated comment. Okay, we will update some comment here, and this updated comment has to go to backend and save there and come back here. Okay, so how to achieve this? First of all, for the update we should give some function. Okay, while clicking the update we should give some functions. What we can give, we give in the VS Code. Let's check whether this works or not. Okay, I take this console.log on update. I inspect, open the console, and I keep this side by side, guys. It will be easy. I click the edit button, okay, and click the update. It's not triggering, guys. So better I keep a custom function. Okay, guys. Yeah, we will create our own method. I'll go here and on update. This on update should be called when I click the update button. Okay. So here I will create a click button. Click on update. Okay, guys, that's all. Now there are some problem in the template. What's the error? It says line number 15. Line number 15. What is there in the 15? Display component. Okay, template URL. Some problem. I don't know. We'll fix the error, guys. Okay, it says 74. Line number 74. Click is given here. Okay, line number 74. Okay, it's already fixed. Okay, guys, now on update. Now I want to check whether here is on update and there is one on update. Which on update it will take? It will confuse. Okay, therefore I remove it from here. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Okay, guys, now the updated value, once we update the value, the updated value will be observed. We will update here, but the updated value, okay, where will be the updated value? So we are actually getting the value and setting the value in the initially, and in the registration form the updated value will be there, correct? And once we get updated value, this initialize form should be declared on the ng on it. Yes, it's there here, and the updated value will be there here, and we will pass it to component, but we should also have the id, because based on the id only we will declare it. Therefore what we do, when we click the edit comment, right, the edit product, we receive the id. So I take this id as comment index and I pass the id. Okay, so that this variable, this class variable will accept this. It's throwing an error, guys. Why it is throwing error? It says number, initially it is undefined. Okay, initially it is undefined, so let it be undefined. Now I take this, guys, and also take the register form as well to update comment. Okay, so that we will have both values. Okay, comment and also registration form value. Now let me check whether this is printed perfectly or not, then we move forward. Okay, here it is restarted. Okay, I click this, and here I go to show comment. Here we have edit and delete, and when I click this, we have got this, and Jawaharlal Nehru, I just make an initial change E, and I click the update. When I click the update, in the update, yes, guys, the E is printed, and also 1 is also printed. This is the ID number 1. Okay, now we got successfully. So now we create a HTTP request in the service file. Okay, so we go to our services, and within the service we'll create one more API. The name of the API is update comment. Then we will receive two things. One is payload we will receive, and the data type is any for now, and ID is number. instead of any, I take the comment from model. Okay, and here this dot http, so return, we have to return this dot http dot it's a put method. Okay, because we are updating the data, put method, and we receive the id and also the payload. Okay, again it is throwing error. Okay, what is that error? It is expecting one more close curly brace, that's all. Okay guys, so we take the payload and go here, and here we will call this dot API service, and update comment is there already, and the register form value and the comment index, and the response we get, the response we will print it here. We'll say updated comment. Okay guys, now let me see how it works. I click this and I add my initial, and this is my first updated comment. Okay, it is there. I remove this updated comment and I change the phone number as well, starting from 9 I keep, and I do update. Guys, it is perfectly working. See guys, the response we got, the updated comment. Okay, the network also we can check guys. Network, we have this one, it is nothing but the header. If you see, there is update 1 and payload is there, and response also we got. Okay, the whole response we got. This is my first comment and also updated. Now guys, again we go here and close this. See guys, still it's not updated here. Then if we want to get, we will restart it, but it's not a good practice. We will do something else guys. The get function, we will call it in the updated. Once it is completed, then we will update. How to do that? So this get all comment guys, where is that? This get all comment. Okay, I copy this and go here. In the update comment there is a complete. Okay, so below complete I just call the function, so that as soon as we update something, it will update here. Okay, I go here again, I will expand this, and this time I take this one. Okay, Nehru, let it be Nehru. This product is awesome, and I update it. You see guys, this product is awesome, immediately updated, but we are not refreshing it. We simply call the function so that it calls again. Okay, the updated value comes here. That's nice guys, but delete also should be configured now. So if I click the delete, then this has to go away. Okay, how to achieve it? It is not that complicated as update. It is so simple. I go here and create a delete comment. First of all, we should go to service file. Okay, the service file, we should create delete comment. Okay, delete comment with ID number and return this. Okay guys, okay fine. Now in the display also we should create same delete comment with ID. Okay, and we should API call delete service and deleted successfully. It should say deleted successfully. Once it's deleted, we have to call the get all comment so that it will be updated. Okay, that's it guys, it's very simple. Now I go to my UI, and I click this, guys. Click the delete button. It's not deleting. What's the matter? Because yes, we should call this delete with ID the delete comment. I go here and I look for the delete. Where is the delete? Delete is here. Okay. Here I should call click function, and also which I copied delete comment with ID and product ID. Okay. Now it's all set. Now let me go here and click the delete, guys. It's not working. Why? Again, there is a problem. Any problem with network console error? Yes, it is saying some 107, line number 107, it's throwing error. Okay, that means it's not properly going. Okay, unexpected T. Okay, the data with the ID deleted successfully, but still it is here. Okay, it is deleted, guys, successfully, but we should have a message. Okay, otherwise no, whether it's throwing error or not, we can't understand. So there is a delete comment with the ID, and I come here, it is pausing here, get all comments. While completing, we should call it. Maybe in the response also we can call it. Okay, so that immediately the things are done. Now, guys, I create one more thing. I want to show some message. Okay, only then I will come to know. And also, there are many things have to be implemented. The CRUD operation is done successfully. Anyway, I want to add some more data. Okay, so I have to go back to my create component, I mean form group component. For that, I will create a router here. Okay, or a button. Okay, button. Go to create comment. Create comment. So let this be a P button. Okay, and here we will create a router link, so it will redirect to our form group. Okay, form group. Okay, let me check whether it's working. It's not routing, guys. Why? Because we should give router here as well. We should import router. Router module is not there here, therefore it's not working. Router link should be given. Okay, now it will work, guys. Yes, router is working. I create a few more datas. I would say some other name, Krishna. This place is great. Okay, I give some random phone number. I submit it, and I create some more. Krishna Kumar. Great place to visit. Okay, I submit it. Okay, guys, now I go to here. You see, guys, the added value comes here. Now we should have some message, guys, because once we edit it or delete it, the message has to show. For that, I go here and create a toast. That is primeng has a p toast. Okay, and this toast we should import here. Toast module. And also we should import message service. Message service. But this service should be in the message service should be, oh yeah, correct. It should be in the providers. Providers message service should be given. And we should also give a reference so that provide message service and message service. Okay guys, and we take this message service and the edit product, for example edit product and update product. Okay, here in the response we will show display this dot message service added severity update updated successfully, we will show. Similarly in the edit also, in the delete also, we will say deleted successfully. Okay, so we go here and let's see whether it's working or not. Go here, form group, show comments. Okay, now let me see guys, it is refreshing. Okay, fine. Now first of all let me edit and see the update. Instead of E I say yellow malai, I update. Yes guys, updated successfully comes here. Nice. User must be at least 20 characters. Okay, then I update it again. Okay guys, updated successfully message comes and I close this. Okay, thank you for spent this much of time with me. I meet you in the next video. Hereafter I'm planning to have a server side dealing. Okay, meet you guys next video. Bye.